healthy is life, and if you don't like it, then I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, mates! Afternoon, wherever you're coming from. Good night, whatever you're doing right now. What are we going to do today? I'm going to make some chocolate protein donuts for you guys and let you know how they taste, the macros, all that good niggity snippets. All right, let's get into the kitchen now. Refeed, guys. Don't mind if I do my donut. Good. So refeed days, guys. Let's just start with why we do them. Refeed days are super important, especially to people who are dieting, because it has to deal with your metabolism, and your metabolism has to do with the rate that you're going to lose weight or not lose weight. When you're dieting for a long period of time, and I'm sure people run into this, where you'll hit things called plateaus, where you're doing everything in your possible might, you're at your lowest caloric intake, you're doing cardio like crazy every day, but you're just not seeing weight loss. It's probably because your leptin levels are too low, and we will get to what leptin is. You need refeed days in order, just for, you know, mental relief from when you're dieting. It could be really hard on you mentally and your body, and it also kickstarts your metabolism. Your metabolism will slow down, and that is why you'll hit plateaus and you will not see weight loss, because a lot of people will not refeed. They'll just be like, no, I'm going to continue to starve myself and eventually I'm going to see weight loss. No, refeed days are extremely important to actually see a continual weight loss progress or process. There's a hormone in your body called leptin, which deals with your hunger levels, your energy expenditure, and your food intake, also, like cravings for foods and stuff like that. When you are dieting for a long time, your leptin levels are going to become lower. You don't want to get it to where your leptin levels are too low, because that is when you're going to be finding yourself super hungry. It is also a mental thing. So that's why refeed days kind of kickstart your leptin levels every once in a while, just to keep you like mentally balanced and obviously hormonally balanced, because leptin is a hormone that deals with your hunger. Your metabolism will slow down because leptin signifies, you know, that my body is in an extreme caloric deficit, and I need to slow my metabolism down in order to make do with the calories that I do have in my body, to have enough energy expenditure just throughout the day. So that is where you hit plateaus and you will not see weight loss, and stuff like that. So that is where refeed days really come into play. Basically, you're kickstarting your leptin levels, and kickstarting your metabolism. It really just helps to constantly have your metabolism adapting so that you do not find yourself hitting plateaus. and to help with hunger level pain. So they really are important for you guys, especially to see weight loss. I know you guys may be scared a little bit and be like, oh no, like I don't want to, gain weight, blah, 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 which guaranteed the next day after a refeed day, you are going to wake up heavier. But note to self that it is not because you gained weight. You cannot gain weight. It is really hard to gain it. You would have to eat your maintenance on top of 3,500 calories, because 3,500 calories is to a pound of fat. It is just from glycogen storage, which per carb, you store a certain amount of glycogen, and obviously that is weight. But it's not that you gained weight, it's just the glycogen storage. So make sure that you guys stress that in your brain. Don't wake up and freak out, because you are going to wake up heavier, but it's not because you gained weight. That is not why. So how many times should you refeed, and how should you refeed? A lot of people will have cheat days, which that isn't always the best thing, because depending on having cheat days, you're probably not going to be tracking, because most of the time people who have cheat days are people who don't really do macros. Cheat days aren't practical because you're not really tracking what you're eating, and a refeed day should be 20 to 50% more carb intake than you're usually taking. So 20 to 50% more carb intake than you're usually taking. When you have cheat days, it's kind of hard to calculate how much fat, how much carbs, how much protein you're having. And if you have too much fat or too much carbs, it's not going to do you any good really, because leptin is more responsive to glucose, which is what you get from carbohydrate. So you definitely want it to be tracked carbohydrate that you refeed with. So yes, guys, keep that in mind. Carbohydrate is what you want to refeed with. How many times should you refeed? I refeed when I am dieting, and even when I was doing my preps, to what I'm doing currently. I'm doing like a mini cut just for myself to get to a lower body fat. I refeed once a week, and I'll do, again, 20 to 50% carbohydrate. I'll just up my carbs. So that is what I do, and that is what I would suggest for people who are dieting for like a bodybuilding show. Once a week would be good, just to kickstart your metabolism and make sure that your process of losing weight at the rate that you should be is going well. Anything more than that would probably be too much. If you are somebody who has been on a hypercaloric, super low calorie diet for a long period of time, or low macros, macros is just a breakdown of calories. So that's why I'm referring to calories, which I usually never refer to calories in my videos, but in this one I am, for people who carb cycle or do refeed days. If you are somebody who has been on a super low calorie diet or what have you for a really long time, I'm talking like a year plus, I would suggest definitely doing literally a week refeed, just because your leptin levels are probably so low that your body needs an entire week, maybe even 2. It is up to you just to refeed, to just replenish your metabolism and all that stuff. The only thing with, if you've been dieting for a really long time, and I would suggest, a long time being like a year, and I would suggest doing a week refeed. You are going to see some weight gain there, but it's okay, maybe like 2 to 3 pounds. Please don't freak out of this. In the end and in the long run, it's going to do your weight loss progress. It's going to be very beneficial to it. So I would suggest doing a week refeed. Once your metabolism starts getting kick-started again, you're going to see that weight shred off in no time. So that's just to, get that metabolism going again and get your body on the right track, because your leptin levels are so deprived. That's basically a refeed. That's why I do refeeds. That's why you should do refeeds if you're dieting. I hope this video was helpful. I tried to make it as simple as possible, but you kind of get into other areas to where you can kind of just rant off. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and kick those leptin levels up, guys, because you don't want your metabolism slowing down, because that is when you hit plateaus. And I am sure Anybody who is watching this video has experienced that at one point in their dieting career. So go eat those donuts, go eat that pasta, go eat that pizza. No, I'm just kidding. No. Not fat, not high fat, guys. You want high carbohydrate. Get that glucose. You know what I'm saying?